Hey everyone, I guess it's time to do a bit of an update. I'm in S4 and got some stuff to move around. Primarily this 5kW Onan generator. I'd like to get it pulled out and see if it'll fire up. Stay tuned for that video. Cold start on this. It's been quite a while. It's been a minute, definitely. I want to make sure it will start, make sure it will produce, and then I'd like to let it run for a little bit under load, and then put it back into storage. It does have a circuit breaker box right there, two outlets, everything's all protected. The wiring could be done a little bit better on this machine, which it will be later on down the road. Basically everything's hooked up in a way that it will work, but it's a metal trailer, and metal and wiring doesn't necessarily mix. But it works. It's definitely would not pass a code of any sort, but it doesn't have to. It's a portable generator. But similar to my other one, this one is set up with two light bulbs. The other one I did end up selling, but this one's set up a little bit differently if I remember correctly. I believe I have the each individual bulb connected to the circuit breaker. It's been a while. Like I said, I've had this thing running in quite some time. I don't even know if I made a video of this thing running last. I'm hoping the points are okay. The carburetor, I'm hoping it's okay. When it was put away dry, so I shouldn't have to worry about the carburetor. Also, Husqvarna is coming out, and it might be staying out. It might be going up for sale, so it's coming out, and we'll go from there. Then this stuff here will most likely move to the back of the shed, just so it's out of the way of the front, because I'd like to stick the John Deere and the little Murray in here. The John Deere, as everybody knows, is done. I was having a bit of an issue with it. The seat safety switch was acting up, but I've since fixed it and figured out what it needs. This machine is basically set up, it doesn't want you to be off the machine to start it, so you actually physically got to be sitting in the seat, and it triggers a two-stage safety switch under the seat. Stage 1 will let the engine run and let you get off of it, and then stage 2, you're actually sitting on it with your full weight, and it will allow the mower deck to engage. Never really seen one like that before. I was considering bypassing it, but I do not like doing that. So, and originally I thought, okay, what's going on with this thing? It was running perfectly fine, and that's what I figured out. But anyways, this machine here will also be going up for sale as well, most likely in the spring. If I end up getting someone who wants to buy it sooner, I will sell it. But really, first, say 500 bucks will take this machine. I think it's worth that. It's a 42-inch cut with gator blades. All four tires are good. It's unfortunately missing one hubcap. I did find one, but I'm waiting for the person to get back to me. But other than that, it's a clean machine. So, and the Ford YT, most likely it's being kicked out of the storage shed right now. I'd like to stick it in the garage, but I don't think we will have enough room. We want to keep the garage kind of open, so if we have to get both vehicles in there, we can. But for right now, the Ford YT will be parked in front of S3 right by S2. So it still starts, runs, drives, and we'll use it to pull that generator out of there very, very soon. But no real, like I said, no real issues with this machine. I did find a small hole in the mower deck, but it's nothing major, nothing really have to worry about. But other than that, this is a very clean machine, and it runs pretty good. Typical Kohler Magnum issues, as everybody knows. But other than that, speaking of Kohler Magnums, hopefully this one will start. I do gotta put some air in the tires. I do have new to it front tires for it. It came off the One Parts tractor, so they might end up going on. Like I said, this thing's being kicked out as well, so we'll see. But I'm gonna see how much space I can maximize in here, and how many tractors I can actually physically get in this storage unit with the generator. The generator has to be in here, it's not staying out. With the generator and the rototiller. The rototiller at the old house was sitting out for years, but it's going to stay in here for now. And the push lawnmower as well, it stayed outside for years, but it's going to stay in here as well. Obviously, I can't really use a push lawnmower in this yard. Around the trees, that's pretty much it. But I'll try and possibly get a grimy cold start of the Husqvarna. It is a little bit difficult since it has a bad solenoid. That's another thing I might end up changing out, is the solenoid on that one day this week. So if I do end up posting it for sale, I obviously want it starting by the key. But I guess that's just a quick update. Really, this is technically my second video of the new year, I would believe. I have one in the works. I gotta get posted. It involves the MTD, but it still has to be edited and put together. I'll get that done eventually and get it posted, and everybody can watch that. So I guess I'll talk to them later. Please keep redneck like always, and please bring a comment.